Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be reacting and kind of talking about my picks and predictions for Mama this year. So just a few quick disclaimers before we start. I left off like the last 4 or 5 categories just because there would be like entire categories where I have to listen to the songs for the first time, and it's just like I would prefer not to do that. So I kind of just stuck to the categories where I felt like I knew what I was talking about, or at least was vaguely aware with the people within it, and it would be just kind of easier for me to like talk about. And obviously this is just my opinion, but we all already know that, so let's get into the video. First up is Best New Male Artist. The nominees are Drippin' and Hypin', Apex, I don't know how to say that, Mireille, and Pew and Harmony. I think this is a good batch of nominees. I'm not gonna lie, I don't pay a terrible amount of attention to smaller boy groups, so I only really know Pew and Harmony and Hypin'. I think I've heard of Drippin', but I've never listened to a single one of their songs, so yeah. I want Hyphen to win, and I think they will. They're the most well known on this list, so I think they're like a pretty safe choice to end up winning. Best New Female Artist. The nominees are Espa, Jo Yuri, Kwan Eunbi, Lightsum, and Stacy. I'm not going to comment on Yuri and Eunbi being on here, even though they've both only just debuted. Not going to comment on it or think about the potential implications or why that could have possibly happened. As for the other nominees, I think they're good. It does kind of make me sad to see Espa and Stacey against each other because they both were kind of in that awkward phase where they debuted after like all of these nominations came out, and just the timing wasn't right for them to be nominated last year. So here they are. And I'm like, I don't want to pick because I really like both of them. But I do think that during this whole award show season, they'll both have plenty of opportunities to win lots of Rookie of the Year awards. So I'm not too worried, but I'm not going to pick between them because I'd be happy if either of them won, and I think they both deserve to win. Male artist. The nominees are Baekhyun, Dio, Kai, Kong Daniel, and Lee Moojin. I don't know who Lee Moojin is, but shout out to him anyway. The list is good, but where's Taemin? I'm shocked that Taemin wasn't on here. I feel like he's like a staple of the best male artist genre just because, he's him. But my pick is totally Kai. His solo was incredible and also really popular. I wouldn't be mad if Dio or Baekhyun won either. I don't really know who's gonna win, especially because there are so many people from like the EXO fandom that are like their votes are gonna be torn between Baekhyun, Dio, and Kai, depending on their personal things. But and I know Daniel is pretty popular in Korea, so but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be interested to see who wins. But yeah, good list. Best Female Artist. The nominees are Hayes, IU, Lisa, Rose, and Taeyeon. This list is pretty standard. We have all the usual contenders, but I do wish that Lehigh and Chungha were on here. I know that Chungha is a bit of a long shot because her album came out so early in the year that the average person has probably forgotten about it by now, but Lehigh's came out fairly recently, so I'm sad to see her not included. I think IU will win because duh. Best Male Group. The nominees are BTS, NCT 127, NCT Dream, 17, Stray Kids, and TXT. I like these nominees. They're pretty much all the people you would expect. My picks are obviously 127 and Dream, but let's be real, BTS is probably going to win, and I'm okay with that. The nominees for Best Female Group are G Idol, Brave Girls, ITZY, Oh My Girl, Red Velvet, and Twice. These are pretty much all the people you'd expect to see yet again, but it's nice that Brave Girls are included in here as well. I don't really have a pick here. I guess I just have to go with Twice. I mean, I like alcohol free and I like love the feels. So, yeah, I guess they'd be my pick, but I can't really predict who's going to win. Best Dance Performance Male Group. The nominees are Butter by BTS, Sticker by NCT 127, Hot Sauce by NCT Dream, Ready to Love by 17, Don't Call Me by Shiny, and Thunderous by Stray Kids. these are a really good set of nominees. I hadn't seen a couple of the dances, so I just went ahead and watched all of them, and I enjoyed each of them for different reasons. I think they did a good job of picking songs that had a lot of dynamics and not just the typical hard hitting boy group choreo. As for my predictions and picks, from the standpoint of popularity or the dance that I feel like had the most quote unquote cultural impact, I would definitely have to say Hot Sauce. That was the only one I ever really saw people dancing to on TikTok and stuff. Like, I feel like it went semi viral. I don't know. But after watching all of these, I would have to say that my pick is Thunderous. I watched it for the first time and it is insane. Like, there are parts where there's a part where Bang Chen and Jisung like jump on the backs of the other members and then the other members like walk. It's crazy. And then even in the chorus, there's like this part where they balance on one foot for a really long time. And you just look at that and you're like, that must be so hard. And there's a lot of like up and down. If you watch the choreo, you're like, not only does this look good, but you can tell it would be really hard to actually pull off and make it look good. So they're my pick. As for my actual prediction, I think BTS will win. Best Dance Performance Female Group. The nominees are Next Level by aespa, In the Morning by ITZY, Dun Dun Dance by Oh My Girl, Queendom by Red Velvet, ASAP by Stacy, and Alcohol Free by Twice. I like these nominees because they've gotten the important ones, which are ASAP and Next Level. Both of the dances were popular this year, so it seems that they understand the category well. From a technical standpoint, I would have liked to see First by Everglow nominated as well, but I digress. My pick is Next Level, and I think it has a pretty good chance to win. I mean, as soon as you see the song title, you immediately start thinking of the dance, so I hope that one wins. But I wouldn't be mad if ASAP won either. I don't think it has as good of a chance to win because I think it was more popular internationally, but still. And lastly, we have Best Dance Performance Solo. The nominees are Bambi by Baekhyun, I'm Not Cool by Hyuna, La Lisa by Lisa, On the Ground by Rose, Dum Dum by Somi, and Weekend by Taeyeon. This category is where I have a bit of a problem. I love Lisa and Rose as much as the next person, but I don't really think they should have been nominated. As for Rose, the On the Ground choreo was really simple because it isn't really the kind of song that lends itself to a lot of choreo because it's so, simplistic, which is fine, but just for the sake of this, it's like, why would they nominate this song? And then for Lisa, I don't know, I think this is like a bit of like a personal gripe as well as me being like on its nomination just because like La Lisa is a really nice showpiece and I'm sure it'll look great for concerts, but as for Lisa's dancing herself, it leaves a lot to be desired. Like, she is the main dancer of Blackpink, like arguably one of the most popular and well-known main dancers in K-pop, and she finally goes solo and we have like this, like if you just look at her dancing alone, then it's kind of like, I know she can do so much more than this, and it almost seems below her in a way. I don't know, but it does, like, overall it looks nice and it paints a nice picture, which maybe is the whole point of like solo dance performances. So I don't know, but I would have loved to see by Kai get nominated. Like, that was a really popular dance last year, or even one of Taemin's songs from this year, like Advice. I'm not exactly sure whether like Idea or Criminal got nominated last year. I'm sure Criminal did, but like Idea might have been a little too late. But again, that kind of sucks that with Kai solo, he like missed the timing, like I was talking about earlier with aespa and Stacey, to be like remembered long enough to this year. But anyway, I think they should have split the nominees for this category like half and half between girls and guys because I think there were a couple of guy solos that I really would have liked to see included in this list. But as for my picks, I don't even know. Like, I don't really have picks or any songs that I want to win. I'm just like, maybe if they gave better nominations, I would have had picks. As always, thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video.